on there. I said put that on there. This is what I've just been told. So, because I've been doing it wrong apparently. So let's get this heated up. Might take a little bit of time. How is everyone anyway? Are you okay, Billy? Raja, are you okay? Wicked. That's what I like to hear. Doing good. And another thing I've heard with these is you're supposed to, you know, one of those thermometers where you point it at somebody's head. We had them in times of COVID. You're supposed to have one of those, and it's supposed to be 800 degrees. But, I'm not going to go that technical. I'm going to give this a couple of tries. I have tried it before and it didn't work. Well, it worked, but it wasn't anything like I expected it to be. And if you'd spent all that time on a piece of work, you'd want the stamp to be pretty much great first time. You wouldn't have to expect to do all this. Yeah, see, hasn't worked. No, not hot enough. Well, I said I'm not going to spend much time on it, and I'm not. I really am not. It's yeah, I'm not spending any more time on that. It's starting to ruin things. I wouldn't really mind, but they're not cheap, you know what I mean? They're like £30 for one of these, and you only get that part. Then I have to pay £8 for this, and I made the handle myself. It's not cheap at all. Not impressed. If I was anybody, you know what I mean? I'll just advise anybody, don't get one of those. They're absolutely rubbish. Anyway, that's enough time spent on that rubbish. Let's make a birdhouse. Eh? We're going to make a birdhouse. So for the birdhouse, we're going to need the drill, the screwdriver, and the parts to make the birdhouse. I cut these earlier. There they are. Right. This, I feel, this is the front, and I am going to have to cut the angles back. I'm pretty much sure that is the roof. This is the back. Those are the sides. So first of all, we want to put the sides onto the back. Just like that. We will be clamping it. Let's put that onto there. And I will be drilling the hole. A disaster today. The tap in the kitchen broke, which is never good, is it? But never mind. It's all sent to test us, isn't it? And test us it does. Just go. Oh, Gordon. Hello, Gordon. Spoke to you yesterday, I think, or the day before. I can't remember. It's all blending into one now. Right, let's put that onto there. Sometimes I use glue, sometimes I don't. Today's one of the days I might. Don't forget, if you're new here, subscribe. It costs you nothing. Costs you nothing to like it as well. Let's get the drill underway. Right, so that's 6 pieces of wood. That's all you need. This is the first one. I'm going to connect that to there through some screws there. Easy enough. Let's get on with it. Excuse me. I'll just put one there. Excuse me, that's the front door. Right, I'm back. And now we need to just put a couple of screws in there. Simple as that. Just check how far they're going to go in. That's plenty. That's lovely. Don't need it that fast. Of course, this is the back, so this doesn't really matter too much, but I still like to make it nice. Gosh, I've got a hell of a cough. Right, let's put the other side on. As simple as that. Line it up. I always clamp it in place with this, little Irwin clamp. Wonderful clamps, just like having another pair of hands. So we want to line that up with that roughly. We'll line that one up first and we'll go in there. And as we can, I'll just get a couple of these screws, just put one in there, release the clamp, and then because where I want to put the other one, the clamp is, so not ideal. No big problem either. Let's get rid of that and put that in line. I like things in line. And there you go, simple as that. Put that screw in there. Hello, Suzanne. Just building a basic, very basic birdhouse. What I'm going to have to do now is put the roof on. I don't know which bit's the roof. Well, pretty much that can't be it, but this must be it. In fact, let's put the front on first. And I'm going to have to do that at an angle. You see that? I'm going to have to put that at an angle. So for that, the best thing I can do is move that to there and draw a line. See that? That's quite easy to see for me. Then all you have to do then is just put it across here like so. That's the line I'm going to be following. So that is a job for my bandsaw now. So what we're going to do is just quickly line that up. Is everybody having a good day? I suppose it's morning time, isn't it there? Is it morning where you are? Right, let's get that cut quickly. Right, now that will line up in there, on there. Wonderful. That's the roof done. Now I'll put that there on top of my scroll saw for now. The base is got to be that one, the base. Yeah. Yeah, it's got to be the base. And this one's got to be the front. So now for the front, I need to obviously put a hole in it, and I've got to make it line up. So I've got to effectively put that across there like so. Old Puff, how you doing? Oh, just had quiche for lunch, and it's quite repetitive. Okay, so what I've got to do there is, just so you know, I've just cut that at an angle like that, just so it blends in with the front of there. Then I'm going to have to drill the hole, so just bear with me. And it's got to be that way, hasn't it? Yeah, okay. Right. So now we need to drill the hole for the birds to get in and out of, which is we're going to do a 25mm hole, for the simple reason you can always make it bigger. It's a hell of a job making it smaller. Let's that needs taking down a little bit, actually. Straighten this up quickly. Right, let's draw on here. Sorry, I'm a bit all fingers and thumbs, but not a big problem. Doing good Roy's timber art techniques, just trying to stay above ground. Yeah, I've said that before, and it's moan about getting old, but the alternative isn't very good, is it? Okay, if you're up and dressed, everything else is a bonus, I suppose. Right, let's get this in the centre, this hole. We'll move that back. We'll measure this, 14 and a half, so 725 will be the centre. Probably about there. We want it at least 4 inches from the... There's no inches on there. Right. We want it at least 4 inches from the base, so we'll put it 5, 5.5, 6 inches. We'll put it there. And just easy enough, these little, what do you call those? Do you call them paddle? Raja Bindi, still here? Cool. Right, I'm going to use this one actually because it's a much better drill. The cordless ones are okay, but you can't beat a full-on electric one. I know you'll be saying, well, the cordless are electric. I know that, but you know what I mean? Connected to the mains is better, I feel. My opinion. What's happened there? Right. So now we're going to clamp this down. You'll be able to see that, I'm sure. Yeah, if I clamp it there, you'll be able to see it. It's only drilling a hole anyway. Right, stand up a moment. Should be quite quick to drill through here with this. See, I never drill them that quick with the cordless one. That's what I'm saying. I just go in this side, try and stop the breakup sort of thing. Quite violent, isn't it? Now, just to smooth the inside, we just use a little gouge. Do some of the work for the birds. And that's inside, so it's not that critical. And I will just put that back in there. Put that up there. Here we have the tap. What was that, kid? We okay? Right, let's plug this in because I don't want to lose you. Plug that one in as well, and we're sorted. I'm officially a full-time carver now, giving my job up. Wasn't for me anymore. But that's my problem, no one else's. But now, I'm at a place not far from here. And they say as one door closes, another one opens, and it's so true. And all going well, I'm going to be giving wood carving lessons there. So that's like my dream come true. have come at a better time. Why does that keep stopping? So I did an update on my iPad. It did an update, and now it's playing up. So. We'll sort it. Right. And just to get that in line. Well, clamp it actually. Gosh. There you go. See how clumsy I am? Last watch Canada. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm in for a penny, in for a pound now. I've gone for it, but I'd rather do something that I'm enjoying rather than not something that I'm not. And the money's immaterial, really. What's happening here? Why does that keep playing up? Right, let's drill this. Yeah, to the market. It's a artisan market that I'm starting to sell stuff at. Did very well last time. So I'm going to go again, and she's asked me, this is the person that owns the place, if I would consider giving some lessons to a small group of people. Just how to do Celtic work, make a birdhouse like this, do a birdhouse with the wood spirit. Just generally something that I love doing. So how can I refuse? I'd be a fool to refuse, wouldn't I? Did I drop another piece on the floor? Oh, there it is. That's not the... That's the roof. Right, let's put this on. Had a bit of a thing then, didn't I? Eh? Let's do this nice and level. As soon as you got one in, that'll be alright, and it'll line up with the others then, so we'll be fine. What's happening here? Tucker and I, how are you doing? Right, there you go. That'll be alright, sticking out the back a little bit, but that's okay, that's fine. Hi Tim. I've been to church today. Tim's doing up the church. Quite a big job, I think he's taking. I'm going to have to buy some more screws at this rate. Tim's a faithful chap. Just hoping at that show on Artisan Market rather on Sunday, it's not a complete washout again. But even though it was a washout, I still sold quite a bit of stuff. So what's happening with this? Does anybody know why my why does it keep, maybe the settings? I'm heading back there after lunch, going to hang some drywall. I thought you were making 2 rooms into one, Tim. Well, that's the roof. So with that, we're going to put one there. So, one there, just a little bit over there. And one there. Obviously going through a knot. Okay. And let's do the last one there. That should go. What difference that was. Right, so we just want the last 4 of these screws in here. And that's how simple it is to make a birdhouse. 4 screws there. Right, it's that's easy peasy, isn't it? And I'll screw them all together because I don't want any predators getting in. And what I do is I leave the bottom with 4 screws, so you can remove the 4 screws in the bottom and you can clean it out like that. But anyway, Pucker. Hello, Pucker. Okay, there's one done. Little birdhouse. And what I might do is just to add a little something different on. A little Celtic heart. What about that? Eh? Put it like that. Just gives it a different tone, individuality. It's a big word, isn't it? Eh? Big word for me. Individuality. Thank God that's didn't have much in it, eh? That'd have been all over the place. That'd have been my iPad stuck to the table. Worse things have happened. Right, so what we have to do is get a stick, which there will be a cutting on the floor. I can't understand why this is playing up like this. Is it settings? Let's have a look. Settings. Stop on. General. Display and brightness, is it? Automatic light dark. Auto lock 2 minutes. We want the auto lock never. And then we'll go back and go to YouTube, and we should be good now. Sorry. Puckra. Bro, what are you making? Birdhouse. It's a birdhouse. What's happened here? It's a birdhouse. Puckra. Puckra is a place in India, isn't it? I thought it was a place in India. Puckra. Oh, that's too short. But we should be able to still get some. This super glue is something else. Gosh. That won't fit in there. And I know I'm just sticking these on, but I did make them, so I feel that's allowed. Do you all think that's allowed? You've seen my other videos. I make these crosses, the Celtic work. Shouldn't really mess with this super glue like this, but I am. Right, let's try and get it on the centre. That's about the centre, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there you go. Just give it a little bit of individuality. There you go, I'll said it again. Now put a hole in the top, so where you want to screw it to your fence. Let's give it a countersink. There you go. One done. Now, just to make the grain stand out a little bit, and it is to a degree, it is water resistant, so it does help helps it resist the water. Where's the brush gone? There's a little brush here somewhere, and that's the oil I love, tung oil. Ah, there it is. That'd be wonderful. You don't need much, as it covers quite well. What we're going to do here is, and it is natural, so don't worry about the birds. Let's just give it a quick. This wood is already treated, so there's no problem. It's tannalized. I don't actually know what that means. Does anybody know what tannalized wood means? Tannalized. Tim's usually quite good on the old information. There you go, little Celtic heart on the birdhouse. Make it a little bit different. Don't forget, hit the subscribe, hit the like. We've got 13 likes. I want to get that up to 20. It's not a lot to ask for. See how long it takes. Right, that's one we've done. Hey, we're doing well, aren't we? Right. Let's make another one. If you want to, if you've just joined us, you'll be starting off, and we'll be making another one. So I'll probably cut that one down actually, and then I can cut that on my bandsaw. Shouldn't really, because it's only very few sticks for my super glue in a minute. We'll put that out of the way. Do you know, I've never counted how many screws I need to make one of these birdhouses. So it's not something you do, is it? Count screws. Right. Puckra. Puckra was the last person to speak. How are you, Tim? Need to drywall the arch. Cool. What are you having for lunch, Tim? Let's get... Put that out of the way a moment. Just babbling, aren't I? Everybody still there? Can you still hear me? Can you hear me, Tim? Right, I'm going to make another one. And here we are, 6 pieces of wood. And I'll do it all the same. Just sort out what's what. Those are the 2 sides. I'll put the nuts on the outside to give it a little bit of character. Zoom that to the roof. That's the back. This must be the front. And the back looks wonderful. Look at the back. That looks wonderful, the back. Right, so we're going to do it that way around because I like the knot showing on this one. I don't know why I line 2 up because I only do 1 at a time. I don't like sticking them this way around because they could have your eye out, but needs must, eh? That's the first one. I'm going to drill there, drill there. Just give that a tap. There you go. Right, let's get that drilled. One there. One there. I am drilling these, but I'm not countersinking them because I don't feel the need to do it. I'm going to use these screws up today, I think. I will count the screws, but I'll count them another time. I don't want to bore you with it. Do, do, do. Okay, that's sunk in there. Wonderful. I'll do the next one. Clamp that. Right, drill that. And drill that. And I like to drill it, so it stops it from splitting, as you know. You can see what I'm doing, okay? Right. So now with the need that part done like that, and that's going to be the base. I'm sure that's the base. Yep, that's the base, and this will be the front. So the front, we need to mark that with the pen. I can literally just carry on down with that line, but what I like to do is line it up behind. Okay, now draw that straight across on there, just like so. It gives you a line to follow. Then you can follow that line, and what I have to do now is move my bandsaw to the angle to cut at the angle of that. I don't know what the angle is, but doesn't have to be precision, thank God, but it does need to be thereabouts. That just like that. So that will be the same angle as I'm using. That's the front there. So that's the same angle as what I want to do that. Do the roof at. Right, and that's the roof. Nobody chatting. 15 people watching, 20 likes. Okay, so we can put the that to one side. And now to mark the centre of the hole. And we're going to do it 6 inches up again. So we want to 145, so 72.5. 72.5. Where's the pen gone? There. 72.5 is about there. And we're going to go 6 inches up. Which is there. Okay, I'll put the lid back on there. Got 17 people watching now. Don't forget, if you new here, press the like, hit the subscribe. I'm trying to get to 20. Oh, we got to 20 likes. I didn't even notice that. Should we try and get to 25? Shall I be greedy? Get to 25, eh? Right, let's move this round. Let's clamp it to the table. Right, let's nobody's talking. To do that, then it stops it from shattering all over the place, and easier to tidy the hole up. Good gosh, sometimes. Right, that's going to take some tidying up, sorry to say. Open my big mouth. Should have kept going through the other way. Not to worry. These things happen. And the beauty of the birds is that they will tidy this hole up. But which way is that? Yeah, it's going that way. That's okay, actually. Quite happy with that. I've got to tidy the back up. Should have left that clamped, shouldn't I? What I might end up doing is sandpapering that. I know why it is, because the wood is still wet. So what I'm going to do is okay. That's a lot better than it was. But you'll find anyway, the birds do peck and prod at it to try and get it to. What is your favourite type of wood to work with? Gosh. Hindi. Teakwood and rosewood. How come he's writing it in English then? It's very strange. Right, we're going to put this onto here. I'm going to do one there. One here. Let's do the screws. There you go. Two in here. Also get to learn English from you. I'm learning English from here. Chat is good for me. Which part of... Sorry about that. I didn't know it was carrying on without me knowing. I don't know what's happened to my as you know, I watch on the iPad. I'm sorry, I couldn't join in with that chat anyway. I don't even know what it says. Do you know I couldn't tell you one letter there? Not one letter. So Pukra is very clever. Very clever indeed. I can't even begin to know. And do you know, I think I've forgotten your name again last watch. Is it Rob? Rob. I'm sure it's Rob. Is your name Rob? I don't understand anything. I'm join the gang. I don't understand either. It's not. It hasn't taken off the ground because she won't do it. She's not into it. It's some people are okay with it, and aren't there? Some people are not. There you go. I remembered. Told you I'd remember. Wouldn't have wanted to put any money on it, but. Yeah, sorry, I don't know what happened to the chat. I don't know a lot of things that are happening today. It's all very mysterious day today. It'll all be okay. It'll all be okay in the end. Let's put the base on. And there's another 4 screws I need for that. Let's just do the one for now. You're invincible. One, two, three. Just enough. Last one. No, I am not a smart man. I am a simple, ordinary man. I never put yourself down. Very, very clever. If you can speak 2 languages, you're very clever in my book. And don't ever put yourself down. There's lots of people which will put you down. And you don't have to be one of them. Puckra, tell all your friends anyway about me. Lots of YouTube. Right, there's the next one I've done. And now I'm going to put on the front of this one, I'm going to put Jesus. What do you think of that? And that's a nice piece of oak. So what I need to do now is use my stick that I cut out earlier. And we're going to paint it on here. This super glue. This super glue is nearly finished anyway. Hi Mike, how are you? Artisans. That's where I'm going on Sunday, artisan market. What do you think of that? One, 2, 3, 4, 10:41. Yeah, I know you're a few hours ahead of us. Very nice of you to join us. What part of India are you in? My wife has been to India. She's been to Goa, Varanasi, Kerala, Pokhara. Is it Tamil Nadu? She's been to the Ganges. And she actually went to go to Nepal to the base camp, Everest base camp. Many years ago. It's great, isn't it? All around the world. All around the world this is. And we usually have, it's late now for him. But we have Matt Carves as well. He joins us in New Zealand sometimes. Let's get a little bit more tung oil. you think of that one then? And obviously that's a Jesus. I cut that out with a scroll saw. Do you make and sell birdhouse? I do. I do. Yes, I do. But I'm going to burn that off a little bit because there you go. I do make and sell birdhouses, yeah. And usually these are the ones I carve these faces. I carve the faces. See that? And make them into birdhouses. Do you like that? And I make all different ones. I'll show you a few. Some there. Cat. Man there. A man. Another man. Flower. The flower. There's another flower one there. And obviously I make all different ones. What do you think? You like them? Super. You have to speak in Hindi, Roy, for him to understand. I don't know any Hindi. Pukra. I don't even know how to say hello. How do you say hello in Hindi? I haven't got a clue. Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to make a car. Little toy car now, I think. I made one actually, but I just have to go and put the I've got to sand it and I've got to put the axles onto it. Lots to do, haven't I? Don't forget to hit the subscribe, hit the like, hit the subscribe. It costs you nothing. So you see how this lines up. Monster truck. It's going to be a monster truck. Let's whack that into there. Where's my little hammer? Here it is. Little stubby hammer. Let's whack this in. Nearly. Nearly. That'll do. That'll do, that'll do, that'll do, that'll do. Right, let's mark this wheel. Where's the other wheel? The wheel. The wheel. There it is. What I need to do now is just mark a little bit out there. Mark it with this, it won't matter. Take that off. We'll have to straighten this out. I need to sand these. Right, let's get the little sander. Undo that drill now because I don't need the drill. I don't need that drill anymore because I'm going to be using the little sander. Here it is, little sanding machine. If I can get the plug. Yep, that's working. Put that out of the way, put that out of the way, put that out the way. Out the way. Right, let's put this here. Put the lead underneath so it doesn't get trapped. We'll have to clamp that down, I feel, because it goes quite fast. Hey! Hey! Be careful, Roy. Okay, Rob. Whee! At least it's going away from me. Well, that's worse. Right, I don't know whether to pull that one off and then round the wheels off. I don't know English at all. I am translating and messaging you. Right now, I am practicing English with you guys. I really don't know English. Well, you're doing very well. Doing very, very well. Of course, you know I'm probably the only English man on here. Did you know that, Buckra? Right, let's see if I can do these wheels on my router and I want to try and round the corners off. You know, I want to make them wheel shaped. It's a step forward, I know. I want to send that wire over there so it doesn't interfere with the router, and hopefully when I finish I'll still have all my fingers. You never know. Did you carve the Lord? No, I didn't. Gollum. He's he likes me. Sorry about the noise. No, I didn't carve it, Rob. I wish I had, but there you go. And now I think what I'll do just to finish that off is just take the face off it. What do you think of that? Oh, that'd be nice and smooth. Hey, dropped it again, eh? Dropped it again. Let's see how these fit now. Where is my hammer? Gosh, I can't find my hammer. I'm going to sleep now. Good night. God bless. Good night. Sleep tight. Good night. There it is, the hammer. Thank you very much for joining. Hope you've subscribed, and we'll see you next time, hopefully. There you go. Right, now we need the little stick. I've got to make 2 more wheels. That good? What do you think of that then? Good night, Puckra. Thank you very much for joining us. 24 likes. Should we go for we'll go for 40 likes, 30 likes. Don't be greedy. Don't be silly, Roy. You'll never get 40. There's only 3 people watching now. We'll soon get that up. Right, so now what we need to do is make 2 more wheels. And the way we do that is that's like got a little bit of suspension. Cool. That'll do. Right, and I'll sand that off. For one of my grandsons, that is, so doesn't really matter. It's going to be just old bits and scraps of bits of wood, but that's okay. They won't mind. Anyway, got to make some wheels, haven't I? I've got to make some wheels. Let me show you how I make some wheels. We'll come over here. In fact, can I swap it round like that? Yes, I can. Hopefully you can see that. And that's just basically a pillar drill. So we're going to carry on with that. What's my what's it called? Grand Slam Louisville Slugger. Flame tempered. Okay. What do you think of that then? Should we I'll zoom out a bit, look. Where's it gone? Louisville Slugger. What do you think of that? Right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to make some wheels. A wheel. And I think that's too small. So what we need to do is undo this. Just like so. Leave that there, leave that there. We need a bigger because we're doing a monster truck, so we need to do a big, these are just hole saws. See the saws? They're just hole saws. put that through there like that the right way. Then put that collar on there, hopefully the right way as well. Do that up nice and tight. Do you reckon we'll get 2 out of that? Yep, no problem. No problemo. Right, so now we need to just undo this. Push that up into there. And I know this is not as exciting as the chainsaw carving that people do, but I can't do a chainsaw in the house, sorry. Is that a Mickey Mantle autographed bat? I don't know. He's got somebody written on it. George Bell. George Bell. I don't know anything about it. It's probably worth a fortune, but I don't know. Mickey Mantle. It's not Mickey Mantle. It's somebody called George Bell. 8020274 Grand Slam. George Bell. Have you heard of him? Have you heard of George Bell? Probably not. Right, so now I'm going to take this up a little bit. Right, so we don't want it to in fact, what I'll do is I will get my chair because my legs hurt. Can't read your messages for a moment. Very sorry. I'll pop over in case you've written it. No, you haven't written anything else anyway. What I'm going to do is take this down a little bit. And what I want to do is just so it doesn't hit that. That's plenty. Just a little bit more, I think. Yeah. Right, that's fine. Right, so here we go. That's all you do. Try and line it up best you can. Here we go. Takes a little while. I only need to do 2 anyway, thank God. this is instead of buying them, because I was quite upset really, because they simple fact, I bought some and they were, I think, about £5. £5.99 for 20 wheels, which I thought was reasonable. And then what happened then was I used the 20 wheels and I went back on the site to buy some more, and they exactly the same thing was £10. I thought, well, that's not really fair. Right, that's through, so, and then you just do the other side. Finds the hole that you've already made. Nice and steady. Feel that when it's through, and then okay, there's the 2 wheels. Simple enough. Did you like that? Right. Yes, he used to play for the Toronto Blue Jays. Wow. The bat is worth $200. You're joking. He was with the Jays when they won the... Wow. Well, that's amazed me. Seriously. Just took a screenshot of that. I can't believe that. The old baseball bat's worth 200 quid. Anyway, I've got to change this over now to sand those wheels off. We're going to use the router. Let's put you back on here. Is it a Canadian team then? Louisville. No. Louisville Slugger. Is that won the World Series? Where? Yeah, man. See ya. It's old, I think. I think it's old. Louisville, Kentucky, made in USA. 180, whatever that means. Flame tempered. Grand Slam. Is that what you said? He was with the Jays when they won the World Series. Is that the same thing? Grand Slam, George Bell. Hey? Little bat. Right, let's do this. Are you winding me up, Rob? Not quid. Oh, cheap Canadian dollars. Cheap Canadian dollars. What's a Canadian dollar then? About 10 pence. Right, let's get these done on the router. I'll show you what I'm doing. Bit of danger for you here with my router table. Let's plug it in. I suppose you saw much of that. Never mind. Let's spin you around again. There's Colin. Small woodlot. I've made a couple of birdhouses. I've made a what was the first? I made a Jesus one I put Jesus on, and I put a Celtic heart on the other one. I'm just making a car. And having a chat with people like you. so now I don't need this sander anymore. Oh, not for anything else at the moment, but definitely need it in the future. What we're going to do now is stick these 54 pence. So it's worth 100 quid. It's worth 100 quid, that stick. Right, and there you go, putting that through there like that. And then we're going to mark this. Just like so, pull that out. Put that like that. Put it on its side. And fit the tyre. There's a tyre fitter, isn't it? There. There you go. Right, I just need to put the roof on him. How am I going to do that? Let's these are some of the other ones. That was a Jesus that I put onto the. That was the Jesus that I put onto the birdhouse. One of those. I carved two of them, and that was the heart that I put onto the other one. Carved them, and anyway. Right. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to brand this because it's. I'm going to brand it underneath. I've been trying to work this brand out for quite a while now. I've got to. Is that a Tesla truck? It is Tesla, yeah. I haven't charged it up yet, but yeah, Tesla. Just got to watch it doesn't burst into flames. Which it might do now. No, I'm not going to do anything technical like that. I'm going to stamp it with Roy's timber art on the bottom. I'm going to use my little stamp because the big one didn't work. Have a practice on here. And we'll see how we go. Right, these you heat them from the back. Well, that should be hot now. And then what I've heard is you spray liquid, and then you go for it. Right, that's much too hot. Right, I reckon that's about right now. Bit of... See, it's so difficult to do. That's rubbish, isn't it? Rubbish. I think I'll give him that a sack. Rubbish. One of the worst things I've ever bought. I do have everything, yeah. Even have a wonderful wife. Right. There's a little ruler. I need to put a little bit of wood there and one for the roof. I know it can't be a Cybertruck. It doesn't look like a dumpster, and a door wedge had sex. You don't like the Cybertruck then, I presume? Let's see if we can... there's a little piece of wood. That'll do it. I'm sure that will do it. There you go. Right, let's cut that bit off first. Nearly. A little bit more. Yeah, I'm only messing about today. What do you mean no different to any other day? across. It's going to go into there, like so. Let me sit down, let me rest my old legs. Probably round the other way. Always get it round the wrong way. That's better. Right, a little bit of super glue on there. CA glue this is, actually. To be precise. Is anybody from New York? You heard anything about New York? They got quite bad snow, haven't they? That'll do. And now we want to put a little roof on it. It's going to be a continuation of the roof. That would do, actually. Right, I'm going to draw that just like so, and just like so. Right, and now we'll put that into there. What do you think of that, eh? Cool. Let's put this into there. Let's just clamp it a little bit. Give that a moment. I'm only going to stay here another couple of minutes, if that. 25 likes, that's wonderful. Thank you very much. Whoever hasn't subscribed, please subscribe, costs you nothing. If you haven't liked it, please like it. There's only 3 of you left now, so that's the truck. I just got to sand it off, and that's that anyway for today. I've done the 2 bird houses, as I said. I've done the truck. I'm quite happy with that. And as always, whatever you do, do it well. And I'll see you again soon.